Welcome to Vietnam. Don't ask me how I got there. Just ask me how long it took. Newsflash, it took about 22 hours on airplane, so that sucked. But this is what midnight looks like in Vietnam, and you can't see anything. So I'm gonna freshen up because my face is oily, I'm tired, and I'm about to go to bed. I will catch you guys in the morning for breakfast or once I get to the village. I just got into my hotel, and I'm in in my village, quote unquote. It's definitely not a village. I'm in Yalai, and I didn't know it's kind of a small city in the middle of the mountains. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the video. To get here, there was really not that much going on. I flew in through Wee Young, and then took about a 2.5 hour drive to get to Yalai here, and it's a pretty sweet hotel. I mean, there's a bed right next to the door, so we got my Defender over here, and then, let's walk up the stairs, and walk up the stairs, and here we go. A nice king-size bed for befitting for a king, and my guard dog over here to be, down there, like I said. Yeah, and then here's the bathroom with there's a nice window view from the shower, so people can kind of watch me or I kind of watch them, kind of hot. And here we go. This is the view from the shower. I mean, it definitely doesn't give off the vibe that you're in the middle of nowhere, but like I said, just to get here, yeah, it took a bit of bumpy roads, and you know how it be. Honestly though, I'm super excited to explore around and kind of get a different feel. Obviously coming from the US, it's a lot more, modern in a sense. I mean, definitely this is not undeveloped. There's definitely a lot of stuff going around, but I'll be most likely hanging around with my family closer to the edge of the city. So we'll see how it is, and honestly, let's see how the night goes. Quick update. I'm across the street from the hotel, literally right over there. That's where I'm at. Was spending some time with family, but honestly, I didn't want to record during that time because that's personal time. And I'm here to get some pho. Not gonna lie, I'm really tired. The jet lag is hitting me hard. So I think after this, we're kind of checking back into the hotel and gonna have a little bit of a makeout session, by the way. But enjoy some of this. And if, in case you don't know, pho is a very popular Vietnamese dish, usually made with beef broth, rice noodles, vermicelli. Vermicelli is a weird word, but and beef. Okay, apology for the noise. There's a lot of traffic going on. I just left. I'm gonna try to pronounce it right. Tiam Pho Huong Bin, and was a really nice place. That's where I got the pho. At the time of this recording, it's about 35,000 dong, which is give or take a little less than $1.50 USD. So just for perspective if you've ever come by around here, but the food was delicious. Pho is supposed to taste refreshing, light. It's not like ramen where it's kind of heavier or thicker. And it's very, like I said, it's light, kind of earthy in a sense, and there's also a bunch of vegetables that's given to you to, kind of customize as much as you want. Now, I'm having, as you can see, sugarcane drink, and to all the native Vietnamese speakers, don't kill me, I think it's pronounced Nuc Mia. So I just had a thrashing from my parents about that. Good morning. Gonna start off the day. I'm not gonna even talk that much. Let's just skip into it. Good morning. So I'm at Hoang Tea, right here, Hoang Tea. I'm here for some coffee and just hanging around with some family. But yeah, in Vietnamese it's called cafe. I mean, I wonder what that word could mean. But yeah, Vietnamese coffee is pretty strong. It's usually, you know, coffee with condensed sweetened milk. And if I were to describe it, I would say it's similar in terms of the depthness and boldness of Turkish coffee, and, you know, a little bit thick. Later on in the day, I'll be heading out to the mountains and probably doing some fishing and, you know, hanging around the farm just because that's not much else to do around here. All right, finally made it to my family's farm, and honestly, it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of land, and it's right next to a mountain. I think I'm gonna be heading up to there later. Definitely gonna be checking out and fishing in the pond. I'm pretty sure you saw in that quick little video there. But yeah, I mean, it's very secluded. Ooh, damn, that's not a happy cow. Yeah, it's very secluded. Lots of animals hanging out and about. Definitely a lot of land. And before you come at me talking about, oh my god, a farm this, city boy. Yeah, I mean, from the US, I live in the suburbs, so I'm not really too familiar with all the stuff that goes on in a farm. But, you know, look at my homeboy over there. That G doesn't look too happy, to be honest. I probably shouldn't go too close to. Yeah. Honestly, I'm really excited to see if there's any monkeys. Make some friends and maybe get my face ripped off. What's up, gang? What's good? What's good, OG? Look at the size of that coconut. Fresh from the trees. And I'll just give you my hand for comparison. Look at that. Look at that.
Nó dạng bên đây nó bị đau nên không uống được, anh không uống đâu á.
Snake has been dead for a long time. Look at that. Yikes. Oh, God, mind the sweat. Like I said, large farm, there was a nice little dead snake nearby. It smells rancid. Oh my God. But yeah, we got some cows chilling up there. Not too happy because it was definitely mooing, like, distressfully. You know, the high-pitched sound. But I think we're gonna get back for some lunch. And I heard that the fishing is not so great right now. I had one of my cousins here for 2 hours and not a single bite. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's hot and I cannot wait to go inside. Quick little update. Man sees big rock, man must climb. So I'm standing where my dad kind of grew up in and where he stayed at, you know, when he finished doing farm work. It's just a giant rock surrounded by a bunch of trees. And he told me he used to be here every single day. And there used to be snakes that he would kill around, but they're not around anymore. I mean, it's been decades. And he told me that the family pretty much just killed them and ate them all. So pretty savage, but pretty cool. It's a nice, unique area. It's directly in the middle of the farm. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And just, I'm kind of wearing flip-flops. And it almost slipped on my ass a few times. Look at that. I brought the dogs out. The dog's out, baby. And just so you kind of get a view of everything here. Okay, try to get on top of the big rock here. But not much else to see, but it's just a nice little area. You can kind of sneak in through a bunch of rocks that way. There's a bigger rock. Bigger rock. It means that we must climb it. All right, I'm here. I think that used to be a tiger cave over there. But still making our way up. We had to go through a lot of spikes to head up. And man, doing this in flip-flops and a backpack, it's hard.
And maybe
That's the tiger right there, this one. No, there's something much deeper in there. It goes pretty far.
Trời nắng thì mình thấy được.
Something in there. Who knows? Look at this. Look at all them climbing up here. Oh God. We finally made it to the top. Look at this. It's pretty high. I got a small little boo-boo, you know, a little cut coming up, but like, wow. You had to go through a bunch of thorns, climb a bunch of rocks. It's pretty tiring, but this is where apparently my dad also went here every single day. So I don't know how he got into this much shape to do this every single day. Man, that was exhausting. And here we go again. We got the boys out, the Seondos. Woo! Also from up here, you can see all the cows coming back home. The cows has been gone since the morning. It's like 4 p.m. now, give or take. And watch this. Look at the boys.
Write something. Today is 20.
I have driven past that Baka coffee place 6 times, and I keep forgetting to record. I had a joke in mind, but like it's not even worth remembering. So just be happy. I guess I got it. Baka coffee. I don't know. Wow. So I have 2 very distinct Vietnamese fruits. We have the longan here, and we have the rambutan here. I'm not going to pronounce it in Vietnamese because I actually don't know the name. They are in the same category as the lychee family, so just, you know, lychee. Most people have heard of this one. It's, I would say it's kind of grape-like texture, the actual fruit itself. Just be careful, there's a large seed in the middle of both of them. So I'm just going to eat them and just kind of compare and tell you how it tastes. Just be careful, it might splash a little. Some people might bite into it. I'm making a little bit of a mess back here, but whatever. All right, so we have the longan here. Oh, this is hard too, this one. All right, there it is, the large seed. I would say it's very similar to taste of lychee. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of meaty. I would say the texture's in between a peach and a grape, but is also very, very sweet. The rambutan is obviously much larger, so it's pretty meatier. Splashed myself. Pretty much the same thing. You kind of squeeze it to open it, and you know, cheers. All right, well, I didn't clean the seed as well, but like I said, it's a much meatier version of longan. I would say that the rambutan is a little bit more tart, so you don't really have a sweet tooth. I would go with the rambutan, but if you do, definitely try out the longan. Good morning, everybody. I had to pull out the iPhone for recording because I accidentally left my camera on all last night, so I have no batteries. But yeah, look at the nice view outside. It is pretty nice. It's amazing. It's mountainous and there's nothing but clouds. Yeah, also check out that soccer football field. It's kind of depressing. It looks very abandoned. All those greeneries along the bleachers there, yeah, those used to be seats. So I don't think anyone's playing soccer over there. I would say overall this experience has been a great time. It was amazing getting to catch up with family and old family friends. I will say that I was not fond of having my shoes get stolen. Yeah, I made the mistake of wearing sneakers when almost everyone strictly wears flip-flops here. So as soon as I stepped outside the house, blip, it was gone. So just word to the wise, just exercise some caution if you ever do plan to visit, just in case. So on to the next topic of discussion. Yeah, we're heading to Da Nang today. Yesterday was my last day in Yalai, so we're gonna be taking a road trip. It's about 8 hours without any stops. We're gonna make a stop at Uiyeong and then take multiple mini stops to get to Da Nang. So it's gonna be a nice day trip, just exploring the countryside and seeing what it's like along the coast. Such unsteady camera work is terrible. We made a little bit of a stop at some random historic site. Our taxi driver recommended it. There's this guy Huang De Hua Trung. I don't know how to pronounce the name fully, but I don't honestly know his significance, so I'm gonna quickly look it up and then get back to you. Look. I don't know who these people are, but they look smug as shit. You see that? Guy looks like he's up to no good. And homeboy over here looks like he's eating good, but definitely up to no good. Okay, I got corrected by my brother. Apparently this one's a female. I don't think so, but you know, no disrespect. I don't know how they replicated them, but they don't look too hot. A little bit of an update on that statue. Yeah, he's I believe he was the second emperor of the Daisong dynasty. I mispronounced that because I just saw my brother look at my mother smiling, so I'm guessing she's like, oh, he said it wrong. But yeah, quick synopsis. So he's one of 3 brothers, and I gotta read this because honestly I cannot remember it. He was a hero from the 18th century. He lived up to be around 39 years old. Let's see, he united the nation and began a new dynasty, which I just pronounced, and I'm not going to mispronounce it again because I'm going to get judged. And yeah, he led the uprising to overcome 2 rival noble families, the Thin or the Trin and the Win, as well as the Siamese and the Qing invasion. So apparently he's a very well-known hero. I mean, I don't know too much about Vietnamese history, so I hope I gave you some insight. I learned a little bit. Quick little update. We made a stop for lunch and we're gonna be having some fish. I think they caught it from in the water here. And as you can see on the way to our destination, it is very, very beautiful. There's a lot of mountains to take in, lots of farms to take in. Again, you got those stores, those small little towns, but it's just really opens your eyes up to how much nature is here until, you know, it gets polluted. Let's hope that lasts as long as we can, but yeah, making a little bit of stop and then we'll be back on the road.
Bên đấy là có thuốc có xịt. Không có thằng nào. Ý là xịt thuốc nó không.
Look at that. We made a stop at Sa Win Beach Resort. It was right next to the restaurant where we had our lunch, so it's a nice scenic view, nice area. I think we're in Tan Loc or Tan Loc. Not sure. That's the city we're in, but yeah, water's out and about. I mean, it's hot today, but surprisingly no one's out swimming. I mean, it is Wednesday, so maybe people are busy with work and school, but I guess I'm not sure if the water's just not safe to swim in or if it just might be too expensive. I know that we're a little bit not by a resort kind of like town or city, but I mean, it's a nice little view to stop by. It's free of charge, you know, I mean, if you ask politely, but you get to see the water and just hang out. It's also very relaxing over here with the wind and definitely much needed. Okay, now I'm doing some partner traveling with my little brother. We kind of separate from family and we're walking around Da Nang. And it's pretty lively, I would say, for it's a Wednesday night. But yeah, lots of colors everywhere, and honestly trying to figure out where to find for dinner without getting ripped off. And I'm not caring about getting ripped off because, you know, in perspective of things, it's not too expensive. It's just I want to find a place that's not just good because it's expensive. I want something nice and authentic, you know? I don't want some fake pizza place. Maybe a foot massage. A foot massage over there would sound nice. And I think after dinner, we're gonna be hitting up some bars and, you know, checking it out. Yep. We're walking down a tourist street, and there's literally massages here, left, right. It's all over the place. There's also people just sitting on chairs, literally at the edge of the curb, getting massages. I think they really want us to get massages, but I don't really see any food that I'm interested in. Do you? No? No? Yeah. We saw barbecue food going for like 300,000, which is kind of insane. And there's like Indian food and Italian, but like I'm just trying to find some Vietnamese food, you know what I mean? I lied, we're not going for Vietnamese food, we're going for Bikini Bottom Express. It's someone copyright this, but yeah, we're going for burgers. Wow, surprise. We've had too much Vietnamese food. I'm not embarrassed to say it, but I got a Cali burger. It comes with avocado. That's what makes it Cali. But yeah, I mean, fries, burger, and a nice cocktail. I'm just gonna recommend, if you are coming to Vietnam, don't come to food that is not from Vietnam. You're gonna get like upcharged like crazy. But if you really want it, because like I said, my brother and I have gone 4 or 5 days of just straight up Vietnamese food, so we kind of want some American food back here. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's as good as the US. We'll see. All right, that Bikini Bottom Express place was pretty damn good. It definitely satiated my cravings for American food again. The fries were extremely crispy, and the burgers are they're smash burger style. So if you have like a Five Guys In-N-Out style, it's pretty good. And I mean, the price is still pretty up there. We paid about give or take $18 USD. That's about 426,000 dong. But what we got was we each got a burger, we each got fries, and we each got a cocktail. So just take that as you will. I might actually hit it up at a later date. Whoa. Good morning. We're here at breakfast at the hotel. Last night we made a stop at a few bars after the Bikini Bottom Express, and it was more kind of low-key just hanging around, so we didn't really go out to clubbing. I mean, I think we might do it today or tomorrow, so we'll see. But the breakfast is definitely not international. I mean, I'm not really expecting it to be, so it's very Vietnamese. I'm at the rooftop of the hotel I'm staying at, and look at the view. Look at the view. It's nothing but a stretch of sand and water all the way back there. It is freakishly long. There's, as you notice, there's not that many people at the beach. I think it's normal to be swimming around 5 a.m. in Vietnam because it gets too hot later on in the day, so 5 to 7 a.m. is where most people go, and then around I think 5 p.m. to sunset is the next best time to actually go swimming. So we'll be checking that out later. I think that might be a tomorrow thing. I'm going to visit Hoi An tonight. It's a very popular tourist destination for Vietnamese tourists. So I think it's more of a, I don't know how to explain it, fantasy like small town village along the water. They have like lantern boats and stuff like that. So honestly, I'm not exactly sure what to expect. We're just gonna take a ride down there tonight and kind of just explore the area, and tomorrow is more like a beach day-ish. So as you've noticed, I've been at the rooftop for quite some time, and yeah, the beach is definitely picking up. So I'm gonna confirm the fact that the beach is gonna be pretty busy between 5 and 7 a.m. and around 5 p.m., 4:30 p.m. to sundown. It gets really busy. Throughout the daytime, you maybe see a couple people, at least from over here. I'm only seeing a couple now. I'm seeing at least 30 30 people. I'm gonna be checking out the beach tomorrow morning, and maybe if I can get some, what's it, parachute right there? Follow that little finger there. Yeah. I will not lie. I had one of the most dog shit Mai Tai here, and it wasn't good. But you see, this is a nice quiet area. I mean, the other thing I had was, I think, a Singapore Sling. I'm not really sure how popular of a drink that is, so that was pretty good. The Mai Tai itself, though, it's dinner time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god is right. There's a bunch of scalped prices across the street. Everything is hella expensive. This is like one of the places that is actually reasonably priced. I would say maybe like 1.2 to 1.5 times of the normal cost of a meal. So, you know, I'm probably gonna end up going to something close by, similar again. So we'll see. Yeah, I hope you saw what I saw at that store. There was a bunch of liquor with seahorses, snakes, scorpions, and it's a normal thing here. It's a normal thing. I think it's supposed to represent good luck, and that it's actually good for you. You know, I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna drink it, but you know, according to Vietnam, right? It's considered to be like medicine. Like, you feel sick, you take a sip of this. I don't know how it works. I don't want to know how it works. Good morning. I went to the beach today around 5:30 a.m. I didn't want to bring my phone because I don't exactly trust the people around here. It's very sketchy, so there's a lot of stealing, so I just kind of left it in the safe. I will admit, around 5:30, 5 o'clock, it was packed. More packed than you would see at nighttime, or, you know, obviously during the daytime where there's like barely anybody there. But there was a lot of people. As soon as it hits around like 7 o'clock ish, it was like practically dead. I don't want to say dead, but maybe like 20% of what it was. So, you know, the Vietnamese people, they love to get up very early on the day. The day starts freakishly early for everybody, and I'm not sure how it works. You know, they get up early and then go back home, nap during the daytime, almost like a siesta in Europe. I'm not quite sure. And then, you know, they go back out, have fun for the nighttime. So.
Bánh bao ở đây.
Bánh bao.
Bánh bao.
Bánh bao ở đây.
Bánh bao ở đây.
Bánh bao ở đây. Bánh bao.
Ở đây.
Yeah, what he said. I just had lunch, in case you definitely did see. It was called Gom Suong. It's pretty much just rice with grilled pork. And I gotta admit, that place was super mid, but like, there was just so many rip-off places that we couldn't really want it to go to. So it was the only one that has like somewhat reasonably priced, but I would say like the portion was small and the quality was not as great. You know, the reviews were tricky. They called it 4.9. I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, it's hot today, but got me some sugar cane. And this is something I've been drinking like almost every day. It's refreshing. It's really, I wouldn't say it's like super sweet, but no, it's pretty sweet. It's sweet. Okay, it's sweet and refreshing. I think we'll be heading out to Hoi An in a few hours. So I'm honestly excited to see what they have over there, whether it's overrated or not, you know. It's 6 p.m. and finally landed at Hoi An. And by Hoi An, I mean landed. I mean, we got the taxi over here, and it's definitely a lot nicer at night than it is daytime. I'm glad we came this late. If you look around, everything is very, very lively. Actually, I feel like it's even more lively than Da Nang, which is crazy. Da Nang was like more like a city thing. But yeah, we're walking around Old Town. It's fairly small, so we're gonna check it out. But yeah, bunch of lanterns out at night. Like I said, look at that. Very, very pretty. We just ordered some banh mi, but that's for later, so I'll be kind of eating that on video later. But yeah, I think we're gonna try some local food here and just walk around. I gotta admit, it's much nicer without the mopeds and vehicles going left and right here. As much like, you know, anywhere else, there's literally nothing but mopeds, cars driving back and forth, and it's literally all just walking. Mind you, piece of warning, if when you're in Hoi An, the closer you get to the river, around 7 to 8 p.m., there's a nice little lantern show, but you will be kind of harassed by a bunch of people who are wanting to sell boat stuff to you, so just keep that in mind. If you want to avoid it, just ignore them or just say no. They might be persistent, just ignore it.
और उसके साथ ना एक टेम्पलेट दिया जिसमें हमारा फोटो भी छप के आ गया था.
Okay, we're waiting for cocktail buckets right by the river. I mean, the river's that direction, but they're putting us next to the AC because we are sweaty Americans. Big surprise, but it's very, very beautiful, and the lights turn on after 6 p.m. Just keep that in mind if you ever want to come here. 6 p.m. Wow, good value. Discount 50% only. $129,000. Yeah. That's like $6. Just $6 not bad. we finally got the bucket. This is the hand for size. That's $6. Okay, got a Long Island, I got a pina colada, and now we're waiting for our parents to share that mojito. But you know, real men order 2 for themselves, so we'll probably stay around here for like the next 4 hours. Okay, we're about 1/7 the way through. That's it. This thing is it's kind of heavy, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to get a goddamn bucket for ourselves. This is not like there was zero reasoning. I just saw, ooh, happy hour discount. We gotta go for it. I kind of regret my choice. We got the Asian Ed Sheeran up in here. I may be intoxicated. That cocktail bucket was insane. There's a lot of people around, and it's might be a little bit hectic. But I'm hot. I'm sweating. It's fun, but I'd probably say this is like a 2-day thing, honestly. So if you kind of just walk around, there's a lot of little stores and a lot of, you know, little restaurants, and they got happy hour everywhere. So there's definitely a lot to do, and there's definitely a lot of activity, especially for a Friday night. Yeah, it's a Friday night. Yeah, you know, time kind of goes by, but yeah, very beautiful. Highly recommend. Honestly, it was very, very interesting, and the lights, it just makes everything the next level. It's like Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fantasy. Okay, it's hot.
It's hot.
I would say maybe turn around. If there's one piece of advice when you visit Hoi An, all right, hello everybody. Yeah, last night at Hoi An, it was amazing. We're down to our last day in Da Nang, and I think we're just taking it easy. So next on the itinerary is Ho Chi Minh. But if you want to see Ho Chi Minh, check out my other video on the channel. You know, I think I'm just gonna end it with make sure to like, subscribe, comment where to go next, and yeah. Overall, I had a good time, and definitely gotten darker and maybe a little bit more oilier, if that's a word. But I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, bye.